Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully 2013 was a good one. If not, hopefully 2014 is better. Last year was pretty good for me. A lot of ups and downs, but it ended on some pretty high notes. For New Year's Eve, we went to Liars Club, and I wore a suit. I was talking a couple weeks ago, I was going to try dressing a little better from time to time, and so I put on a suit to go to Liars Club. But, you know, Bill Burr is totally right. I put that thing on, and it's like, dude, I just want to go take over some shit. I'll try and put one on more often, I think. Maybe not. I'm still trying to talk myself into it. But I need to get it dry clean now. At Liars Club, Herb had just a bunch of bottles of champagne left over, even after pouring 100 glasses of champagne. So even before the clock struck midnight, he was just handing out bottles of champagne to everyone. And when the midnight hour struck, everybody shook them and sprayed them everywhere. So now my suit reeks of stale champagne, and I've got to go to San Francisco this weekend for a job interview. So I need to go get that thing dry cleaned. Now, I would love to do that today, except it's about 15 below zero here in Chicago. They're saying the wind chill is like 30 below or worse. And I don't really want to go outside right now. So hopefully tomorrow I can take that thing in and get it done overnight, because and you know, I only have one suit right now that fits me, unfortunately. All my other suits are still a little bit too small, especially since I packed on another 5 pounds over the holidays, just eating way too much food. So this chat today, it's with Jay Navarro and Kyle Green from Break Anchor. It was going to be just Jay and me, but you know, we've been trying to get a chat together. Jay's got like 6 kids. He's got a swarm of them, a gaggle, a herd, whatever you want to call it. So we finally figured something out, though, and we did this at Kyle's place. So Kyle got to join in, which is awesome. We also got a few cameo appearances from Kyle's crazy cat. You're going to hear that crop in every once in a while. The sound is a tiny bit off on this podcast. I had some kind of noise issue with this little mobile rig I bought. It's the first time that I'd used it. It's just a cheap little rig. You know, it's a piece of hardware where it's labeled. You know, I don't really want to say what company it is. Well, screw it. It's an M Audio, and we have another one of these exact same pieces of hardware at the studio with the name Alesis on it. So this thing is just manufactured and rebranded. It's probably made in worse than Apple factory conditions in China. And I don't know what's going on with it. So I'm using the second channel right now to do this, and the first channel is the one that's causing problems. So I might have to exchange this thing. The noise was in the Joe Phillips podcast, but it wasn't nearly as bad. It was much worse than this one. But thanks to a little piece of software called Audacity, I was able to get rid of most of the noise. There's still a little bit. We also didn't have headphones, so there's some backing off of the microphone and stuff that you'll notice. But you know, all in all, it came out pretty good. Also, I had to stop the recording at one point to check on something, so I had to stick a little bit of an edit right in the middle. But other than that, the chat's pretty cool. It's a little all over the place. It's not a very organized one by any means. We kind of Tarantino'd it at first. You know, but let's get to it. As long as it's good, dude. If they ruin Anchorman for me, I'm going to be pissed.
There's no way, man.
Yeah, there's no way. They've had 10 years.
He wouldn't even let it, dude. He wouldn't even let that fly.
Yeah,
I'm sure
he was on Mark Maron's podcast recently. It was pretty funny because it's like Mark Maron was talking about how he's just sitting down with the dude, and he's like waiting to just crack up the entire fucking time he's sitting across the table from him. He's like, it's just like the funniest dude alive. Like, how can you have a straight conversation with that guy without just starting?
Seems
to crack
impossible.
Up yeah.
I met Jimmy Fallon for a minute in New York City. You know, he was almost the same fucking way. Like, I was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And then he just fucking was funny for like, 3 minutes. I was like, and he was like cruised off. I was like, I'm like, okay, so is this dude really always like this? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it makes you realize how they got to where they are.
Because they're totally fucking insane.
Yeah, his show's grown on me, man. Like at first, I wasn't like,
oh, I love it. I watch it all the time.
Yeah, at first I was like, it's okay, but he got a lot better after that first season for sure.
Did you hear about that? I don't know. Oh, I'm thinking the Roots. The Fuji's fucking video director. Did you see that shit online today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Did something stupid.
Yeah, disgusting.
What happened?
Fucking
Six kids
with his own daughters.
Yeah.
Director for, he did Killing Me Softly video and all that stuff.
Killing me softly.
Fucking so fucking creepy.
Fucking them softly.
Damn, man. Ugh. So creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awful, dude.
It was pretty awful to see it. What did fucking Sean Addison said something just when you thought the dude from what's that English band couldn't get any couldn't get any creepier because the singer of that England man that raped kid and wants to fuck babies and crazy shit.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Kings of the Lords of the New Kings or what the fuck are they called?
Lost Prophets.
Lost Prophets.
Lost Prophets.
Yeah. My friend posted just when you thought it couldn't get creepier.
Oh my god, dude! I saw that article. I was so sick to my stomach, dude. Like literally. Like,
yeah, well, you should read this
that.
one.
Like you didn't actually think somebody was out there raping babies, and then you see this, and he like
generally weird people, but not that weird.
Yeah, but he pled guilty nonetheless, or one of them pled guilty. It's like, so you're saying you actually did this shit, like no doubt.
Messed up, man.
Oh man, that's.
You never know you're going to do in those situations, man. I mean, dude, my best friend growing up, dude, came back from the Middle East, raped his 13-year-old daughter, beat his wife almost to death.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, people lose their mind eventually sometimes.
Well, he was in
not everyone's brain.
Army, Navy, one of those.
Army. He was in intelligence for a long time, but then he went back to just like, I think he was working for Blackwater separately.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Ugh. Came back crazy.
There's that. I like that George Carlin bit that he does where he talks about how the language of what those guys go through has changed over time. Like World War I, they called it shell shock. World War II, they called it battle fatigue, and then came the whole like PTSD.
When did ass wipe become toilet paper?
Oh yeah, that's in that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, master fucking deconstructing vocabulary. Man, so good. Me and Kyle were talking about, I kind of want to hear more of this from your perspective. You guys are recording again, so we'll kind of go backwards on this one maybe. But, so you guys are putting out a new record in February, right?
We're going right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we're starting right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we're already
going already.
Oh, whoops. Did you catch the whole Fuji's conversation?
Yeah.
Awesome. How about the Lost Prophets? Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, there's some creepy people out there, folks.
Not my problem. That's cool.
So dude, we played this festival this year. It came about really weird. We played this festival called the Blue Collar Festival. Played it the past couple of years. It's awesome. It's in Hamtramck. It's on Labor Day. It's just like a big, awesome party in Hamtramck. And we had a lot of fun the first year playing it. And like people like Invincible. I mean, there's hip hop, there's polka, there's punk. And my friend Robbie had come down with this guy. I didn't even know who the dude was. And they watched us play. And then the dude came over and he bought a bunch of stuff, and then he cruised off my friend Rob. Not another word. And then come to find out later, like I get this text, hey, like Mike Clark, my friend, came with me to that show and saw you guys play and loved you and wants to record you guys. And I was like, what? Mike Clark? Like Mike E. Clark? Like ICP, Kid Rock, Isham, like Mike Clark, and like that guy. And he's like, oh, dude, he's done so much other way cooler, like underground hip hop and punk rock. Like, dude, he's old punker. He's like, anyways, he likes you guys. He wants to record you for free, and he's curious. He wants to actually put out a 7-inch by you guys because he likes you guys a lot. You know, he's put out a few records over the years of just shit he likes to do. And we were like, fuck, that's weird. Okay, sure. And so, you know, in the studio of Mike Clark, it's crazy. He's kind of a crazy mad genius with his computer, and been recording with him, dude, and it sounds freaking amazing.
Yeah, he's a fucking awesome guy, too, man.
Where's the studio at?
Here's go.
Yeah, let's get that microphone
Sterling
somewhere
Heights.
in the middle.
Yeah.
It's out in Sterling Heights. It's actually like a house studio. It's in his house, and it's pretty cool.
Taking a piss, you can look at a platinum ICP album hanging over the toilet. Mm-hmm. Next to a Ramones and a Clash poster, though.
Yeah.
You know?
No
He
shit.
loves punk.
You walk in the door, there's Kid Rock smacking you right in the face. You know, but he's a cool guy though. You know,
Does he still work with ICP and?
Yeah, he makes all their music and stuff.
No kidding, dude. That's awesome. In that same studio.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't know. So he's an old punker, and he really likes what we do. He's like, I like how you guys are just kind of pretty and melodic, yet you're punk. I like it. He's like, I haven't heard much like that before, and I love it. And I solidifying it after hearing these songs. I'm super stoked to be doing this with you. And so I don't know, man. We're gonna send this off to Fat Records, and then basically, I don't know. Hopefully, we're gonna record a full length for Fat. Maybe it's gonna be with Mike.
Nice. So Fat's putting this one out.
Oh no, this 7-inch is gonna be Mike's.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But I don't know. I think we're gonna focus on our last split in a full length, and that's about it.
Nice.
I mean, that seems
For
to be
sure.
the focus.
We're spending a lot of time writing songs. We got a bunch done already.
Now, did you guys record? You guys recorded with Egerton, right? Is that
No. He mixed and mastered it.
Okay, because I saw he posted one of your tunes on SoundCloud, so I was wondering what that was all about. So he actually mixed it.
He saved it. How about
He saved it? One of those jobs.
He did an okay job, but it needed a professional's touch. If you will.
Yeah. Where was that one done? You don't have to throw anybody under the bus.
Oh, that's all right. We love the people we can throw under the bus. So that's okay. Nick Diner from the Swellers recorded it in his living room.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't even a studio. It was quite literally
Yeah, totally. It's
So-
just like a house, We didn't want to go spend a bunch of money on our first record, Figure we record it and record it in a weird little house. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Turned out great, but
Yeah, I'm getting levels from everybody, so and I can always boost it later. These mics are pretty solid.
So yeah, we Vinny wanted to put out that 7-inch, and we sent him the recording. He's like, I got to send this to Stefan to get mixed. We're like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man.
yeah, totally. and it was pretty sweet.
Fucking
Not gonna say no to that
Eggers saved us.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was that like getting Brank Acres started? I don't even know how you guys met each other.
Dude, I don't know, man. I figured this would probably be my last band. Kind of wanted to go back doing what I did in the early 90s, kind of. So I figured I would take one of my best and craziest friends along, Chris Golan, the old bass player of a bunch of my old bands, and he's an old man too. And I thought it'd be a cool way to just go out, as the last band. But of course, it's never the last band, right?
Yeah.
But so we started jamming it was me and him, and then we had Rob from this really awesome band called Against the Grain, playing drums, but he's always on tour. Well, I'll get to that later. But we were like, fuck, it'd be really cool to have another guy. I wanted to do like a Fugazi thing, like two vocalists, but we're doing more punk, And he's like, this guy Kyle, he listens to like all that stuff you guys listen to, and we're like, okay, bring him on over. And I don't know, it's just a good, fun, drunk, getting high. Dude, half the times we'd just end up in Golan's garages freezing out and we'd be listening to records instead of even practicing. And just drink.
Guitars go out of tune, middle of winter time.
Yeah, dude, totally.
Cops showed up a couple times.
Dude,
keep it down. Like, Jesus, they can hear you one block away or across the park or something weird like that once. And Golan's like, yeah, we can't do this anymore. And then I moved into the Topher house, and then
Dan joined after that.
Then we started getting drunker.
Yeah. Topher House ended up even, which is why we don't probably have a full length out yet and only have 7 inches, because we usually tend to.
Basement shows are funner.
We've been really good, man. We've really toned it down, and we've actually fucking kind of got down to business the past couple months, so it's been pretty good. But yeah, and I think that's where Dan joined in Topher House, right at that point, because Rob was on tour too much, and we just
Rob was in for like the first two shows or 3 shows.
Yeah,
and then he had to go. But I mean, to be honest, I'm glad he did, because his band's fucking amazing. I don't know what they would do without him.
Yeah, dude. If you ever get bored, look up Against the Grain.
Yeah,
sure. No, I've definitely listened to them a few times.
And you like weird freaker like Zeke fans? It's like a heavier Zeke.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Really fast punk rock, but they got some cool stoner grooves, man. I love them. All punk rock kids, but hippied out.
Yeah.
So, because I think I met you through Seized Up. I didn't even
Yep.
know you were doing Break Anchor at that
Yep.
point. That's how I ended up meeting you.
I feel like we're doing coffee
That was
talk.
like right when it started.
Coffee
That
talk.
was
We
right
are
when
all
it started,
drinking
actually.
coffee. This is
That
a
was right
lot
after
different.
our first show. We came out there to record with C Stuff. That was right after Break Anchor's first show or something.
That
like
was, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I remember because I met Jeff Dean before that.
Yeah.
Playing with like the Shelter or something.
Yeah.
So.
This is exactly the opposite of the Jeff Dean conversation. Him and I just got shit-faced the entire time we were talking to each other.
Yeah, that happens.
That happens, but it always happens with Jeff Dean.
Yeah.
Man.
So many people like send me messages the next day like, dude, I can hear you guys cracking fucking beers like every 5 minutes. Quit it.
Dude, I couldn't even the last time I was in Chicago with him, man, I just threw up all morning in his house.
Was that when you guys played Reggie's?
God, yes. That's why I sucked so bad the next day with Break Anchor, man. I was a wreck all day.
I ended up at Underbar with them, dude, after.
Chicago.
I was there with
you were there,
idiot.
and I don't remember you being there.
You don't recall, do you?
No, but you put my friend Devin into a cab after Dean put me in one or something along those lines.
Oh, yeah, we
happened.
put both of you guys in a
Yeah.
cab. That was the Shoes in a Band or something, right? Devin, is that what it was?
yeah.
Yeah, we
Devin.
put both of you guys in cabs,
Yeah,
man.
It was not. Yeah. Oh my god, I felt so awful the next day. I made it to your show, but I was.
Dude, I didn't make it to my show. I don't know who that was playing that evening.
Yeah. Dean tells the story. Apparently, he thinks he grabbed me from outside from falling in the middle of the street somehow. Like I was on
Jeff
the
Dean
curb,
says a
like-
lot of things.
I'm like,
Save your life, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was probably the guy in the street, like yelling at you, drinking in the middle of the street.
So, you got Break Anchor started, and talk a little bit about I don't know what the hell you guys did to put your music out, who you put it out with, all that kind of stuff. Because you guys have a few releases; they're all 7 inches and whatnot. But
Yep.
You did one with Justin, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, good dude.
Vinyl, I don't even pronounce the word.
Communique.
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 Communa what? Que pasa? Yeah, we did, let's see, I fell in love with this band called Unsinkable Molly Brown, and I just thought, man, they're never going to make it out of Toledo, and they're amazing. And so I was like, I'm going to do a split with you guys, and I want people to hear you guys. And what did they do? They recorded it at a pretty terrible studio. It sounds like crap, but what are you going to do? But the songs are good. So I was stoked. Justin put that out, and man, I'm blanking out, man. I'm so tired from working all day.
Side One Dummy. You guys did something with them, right?
All Eyes
Oh,
West.
the West split. Yeah.
Help me out, man. My brain's dead.
First one was Paper and Plastic.
Holiday Body Bag split.
Oh yeah, that was
We
Tim Malkinovich. I don't know how to say your name, dude. Malkinovich or something like that.
Yeah. We recorded live. The guys from Plow United had an empty garage. Just mic'd everything and just played the songs live. And it sounds terrible, but
Yeah, it was in the middle of the tour.
middle of tour, hungover as usual.
Then we got really drunk. I think Golan might have even punched someone that night.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that ended up. Yeah, there's a crazy fight at the bar in New Jersey,
That was a
man.
fun night, though.
It was a really fun night. It was a lot of
The
whiskey.
bartender was an asshole. He made me such awesome drinks.
Yeah. He kept feeding me whiskey. I didn't even know him,
I'll
man.
get it going.
Dave? Yeah. Oh, my God.
I got him on. Yeah, I met that dude on Facebook. He hunted me down.
Yeah.
He's a nice dude, man. Evil, but nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was with All Eyes West. Yeah, it ended up in a brawl, actually.
Wait,
Yeah.
you guys ended up in a brawl?
No,
And
All Eyes
Eyes-
West wasn't,
Okay.
obviously. Although I've seen Jeff Dean get in brawls. Trust me.
Yeah. But what's the, and obviously this is kind of directed at you, Jay, but in terms of what's it like doing Break Anchor and putting stuff out now compared to, Hellmouth, compared to Suicide Machines? What do you see as being different from then to now?
Man, every vibe's different, man. Like, the Suicide Machines, it was crazy. I mean, I remember, sending our demo tape, which is god-awful, to,
That was
Look
a
Out.
Green World demo tape.
No, it was even before that. The Essential Kevorkian, sending it to Lookout Records, and they would write handwritten letters back, and penciled. hey, sorry, we got too much going on, and thanks again, and just stuff like that. So it was weird to like do that, but it was almost the same thing. Like we went and toured anyways on the Green World cassette, which we put on ourselves and Essential, and went on tour and ended up getting that split put out and by a total shyster. Dill just distributed it. Beach Records actually put it out, and that guy was a total scumbag and just repressed it and never paid a cent to anybody. Like we couldn't even get like a record of how many times he repressed it. And he did all kinds of weird stuff, like would press all of our stuff. Like I remember seeing a Blue Meanies record or something like that, and then like our songs in like Link 80s are at the end of the Blue Meanies album, and they came up to me like, what's up with this? And I'm like, what's up with what? And like, come in the store with me, like Billy. He took me into like the store at the Metro. I was like, look at this, and he showed me. I'm like, it's the first I've seen it. I didn't know anything about that. And he's like, oh, you don't know anything about it? I'm like, no, not at all. So I think a lot like has changed. Like people can't get away with that as much anymore as you could in the early, late 80s, early 90s. You can't get away with that kind of. I mean, it's just too small of a world, shrinking community. The digital age, it's just impossible to get away with doing stuff like that these days. And if you do rip people off, eventually it's
going to hear about it, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So that is one huge aspect of how all this has changed, I think. It almost
that's
feels...
an interesting take on it, man, because I never even thought about that, but that's so true. I mean, because we still get every once in a while, it's funny, dude. Like, you'll talk to somebody who's obviously just trying to sell you some bullshit, but you can find them out pretty quick. You just go look them up online, and in 2 seconds, you can be like, oh, yeah, this is kind of bullshit. That's true, man.
King Jesse just showed up. Pan Shop King Jesse. Hail. All hail.
Oh, no, I don't want no king title. Just call me daddy.
You like everybody to call you daddy.
I thought the cat was going to start chiming in.
Daddy, daddy.
He's awake.
Oh, they're happy now.
Yeah.
There he is.
There he is, dude.
That's the king, actually. Where's the queen? Yeah. So, I don't know. Besides that, man, like, that's my big, like, outlook on how things have changed as far as any of that. I mean, it's all back to basics again, I think. I mean, I was really stoked to do Paper and Plastic because I feel like Vinny has a weird love for the actual final piece. Like he's very involved. Like when Hellmouth did the Paper and Plastic release, I was like, yeah, dude. Like he is just like every release he does, he's very it's still an art to him. It's still a full conscious effort piece of art. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like something you hold in your hands and look at and enjoy and always want or keep, and it's an experience. It's something you want, like when you're a kid, and I think that, and not even when you're a kid, just I feel like there's people like him out there still doing records that it almost reminds me of, the 80s and 90s again, because I feel like he has a general true love for it, for the music, for the bands, for the art of it, or the non-art of it, however you look at it. But so there's people like that out there, like him still, and those are the people that are like saving independent music, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it being like a valid, hunk of art, man. I mean, I really view music as art. I mean, people are like, oh, you're in a punk band. Dude, to be honest with you, it's I think a lot of it's art, you know what I mean? That's the way I view it. So, I don't know. It's nice to see people like that again. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I think No Idea has always tried to stay true to that too, but I'm talking about people that are kind of like more moving into newer things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't have to name names or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting take, man. I never really thought about that.
I think it's harder.
It seems like for like 10 years, right? Like a lot of shit just changed. Like late 90s to like, I don't know, 2006, 2007. There was like a lull to me.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I wasn't around as much, but it just seemed like, I mean, obviously not a lot of people were doing vinyl at the time. That was a pretty limited thing.
Wow, so interesting.
Independent music in general seemed like it hadn't figured everything out yet, like everybody else,
Yeah.
Like where it was going.
Yeah, I also think there wasn't anything like really moving happening at the time either. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a few records and things here and there, but nothing astoundingly moving. You know what I mean? So,
how many kids do you have?
I've lived
6.
with a lot of girls.
6 kids.
To say that.
Now, how do you balance that? Doing the band now, you work, you got 6 kids.
Coffee, right?
coffee and beer, alcohol when they go to bed, and coffee while they're awake and awake. Yeah.
Now they get the NyQuil.
Yeah, man.
Oh man,
They Lil Wayne it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. You know, man, I just, Chris, our bass player too. He's got 3 sons, so we take our vacation time that we have, and we go on tour with the vacation time for a lot of it, and try to play out on the weekends as much as possible. I don't know. I mean, we really kind of established ourselves pretty hard first couple of years we did this.
yeah.
We went out, played out a lot, did U.S. tour out to the West Coast and back. I mean, we got a lot done and a lot of weird little small releases done. I mean, it almost seemed like people was like, "Oh my God, you guys are always like doing stuff." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, we're releasing this and releasing that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's like 2 songs, 3 songs." But it was like, it seemed like every 5 or 6 months we were dropping something new and
Playing shows.
playing shows. And,
All kinds of shows. I couldn't even count how many we've done.
That's
Yeah.
a good thing though now, like doing more frequent releases. Like it's like people are just constantly, I need something new.
yeah,
You
people's
get
attention
so
span.
much thrown at them. Yeah, there's the
It's digital.
Yeah, the attention span is short. It's
Yeah.
like the lifetime of a song is shorter and shorter. It's like
When you
even as big as that Miley Cyrus stuff got, it's like it was gone pretty much in a week. It was like, okay, well, we forgot about that one.
my favorite band records a record every 8 years, and it drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
So like everybody else
like-
is putting shit out all the time.
I'm sweating to hear it,
Yeah.
But we just like...
And which record this?
Huh?
Which record?
What do you mean?
Woohoo.
Oh, Dillinger 4. They always
There
take,
you go.
they always take way too long.
You hear that?
Yeah. Y'all take too long. Keep me on my toes.
Where are they from? I don't even know where Dillinger's
Minneapolis.
from. Minneapolis, that's right. Same town as Off Their Heads.
Told you the cat's nuts.
Yeah, dude, I was waiting for it, man. I was hoping we get a little bit of that on this.
Guys hear that? That's what I hear in my dreams every night.
The brow.
Well,
Brow.
the separation anxiety cat that lives at my house.
Yeah.
God.
So let's back up a little bit. Is Hellmouth still going to do anything, or are you guys?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Got a whole bunch of new stuff written. Actually, just wrote a new song 2 nights ago for it.
Yeah.
So, we're just, trying to find a label. We don't know who we're going to put it out with this time. I think we're going to go for like a metal label.
Okay.
No hardcore, no punk rock. We're actually going to go for a metal label because the new stuff is sounding very punk metal. I can't really explain it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just in that realm of like Dark Throne kind of, but
Okay.
Dark Throne tends to walk this weird balance of like punk and metal to me, and black metal, and that's kind of like what the new record is. And I don't want to play like people probably hate me for it, but dude, I'm so sick of fucking the meathead hardcore mentality and the people that come to the shows and just how stupid hardcore has gotten for the most part. That, dude, I don't have anything to do with any of that shit. I don't want to fucking play with any hardcore bands. And it sucks saying that because I got a lot of friends in hardcore bands. But, dude, I just can't even handle it anymore. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't even get it. It's a bunch of, like, privileged white kids usually from suburbs that are so angry and, like, tough and gangster. And you know what, dude? No, I don't think so. You know what I
Got their
mean?
first pair of champion shorts and been lifting weights.
Watching MMA, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so stupid, man. Like, the mentality of it just, I'm hardcore, test me. And it's like, dude, hey, that's not what it was about.
Yeah.
Now when I was listening to hardcore in the 80s, nothing to do with that, you know what I mean? And things changed, but you know what? It changed for the worse. Sorry.
That's a bummer, dude.
I think.
I think the only like real hardcore band I've seen in the last few years was when I saw Dead Ending play. And I mean, that's like, I don't know.
It's fun.
It's a little bit
fun.
different vein, but
Yeah.
I've
seen people
Jeff Dean
kick.
is quite the tough guy.
I seen Vic Bondi. Vic Bondi might be tough. I can't tell.
Vic Bondi can probably kick your
I have a
ass.
weird feeling he's pretty tough.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I saw people picking up change and doing weed whackers when they were playing.
Yeah.
In Chicago for a minute.
Yeah.
Weed whackers. I think that's fucking windmilling.
Weed whacking, man.
Every hardcore kid's gonna kill you now. You said weed whackers. Hear that? You guys are a bunch of weed whackers. God.
Oh my god.
Fucking whackers.
Whackers.
So hardcore fans suck. That's what we got.
Well, man, the majority, yeah. For sure. You know, and a lot of the bands aren't helping these days. You know, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, unfortunately, I'm a big part of that problem here in Detroit because I used to be in a band called Cold as Life. And it doesn't get any more, like, messed up and psychotic and gangster and weirdo than, like, being in that band. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so all these kids grow up on the west side and they're like, oh, Cold as Life. And it's just like, you know what, dude? You weren't even there. You don't know what was going on.
Where'd you grow up?
West side of Detroit, so Livonia, Redford.
Yeah, you grew up not far from me.
Like, yeah, like, you know, I bounced around a bit, like, from Join Middle Belt to, like, 5 and Telegraph, Brightmoor. It sucked. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? So, like, a lot of these kids, like...
So you grew up in the whole Pharaohs scene and all that.
Oh, I was around well before any of that shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. I was touring so much, man, at that point, like... I almost skipped the Pharaoh scene because I was on tour so much, man. But, you know, I mean, I know I'm sort of responsible for all that gangster hardcore bullshit here in Detroit, you know, a lot of it. I'm a small part of it being responsible party, but I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. I think things need to change for the better when it comes to that world, and they just aren't right now.
Hey, here's that edit really quick. I apologize for this. There were a couple of technical things obviously going on here. One thing I do want to mention, I started this whole daily album thing. For this year, I want to try and listen to a new record every day, at least newish to me. Doesn't necessarily need to be something that was just released. So if you have records out there, send them to me. You can contact me through the website. Send me some stuff to listen to. I'm posting links to everything I listen to on the website. And starting with the next episode, I might mention some of the records that I've taken a listen to. Just not quite enough of them yet. But if you have a chance, check it out. Let's get back to it.
A little tour video Chris put together. It turned out really good.
Do you know when it's coming out?
I don't know. Actually, we're kind of I think we're just fixing up a couple last minute things, really, and then it should be out pretty soon.
It's gonna be for the song "Gone."
Yeah, we recorded it a while back. It's on the Single Molly Brown split.
Dude, fucking, our bass player is like a genius video weirdo editor. He's old school the way he does it, but dude,
he did a great job.
He did the Failure video. Dude, he's got a really...
That video's awesome, dude.
He's got a really good eye for all that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, he does. He just smokes a ton of weed and then starts editing, dude, and it comes out really cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? Gets really creative. So, I don't know when that... There's no specific... Dude, that brings us to YouTube. YouTube is the way of the future when it comes to checking out music.
Justin Bieber.
I'll say that much. I'll say that much, man. Like, I kid you not, man. I'll be in my kitchen cooking, and I will just sit there and listen to YouTube for hours. Yeah. And that's how I found a lot of bands, you know, over the past couple of years. Yeah. So
YouTube really is kind of cool, man.
I do. Like,
you just start clicking around, it's like fucking Wikipedia. Right? It's the same shit, the same hole that you can fall into. It's cool, but
yeah, you're right.
If you're a hypochondriac like me, you Google why everything's wrong with you. And you start getting fucking freaked out about everything.
That's worse, dude.
It's awesome, man.
Oh man, you are in another world.
I think I have AIDS, man. Shit. I don't know.
Oh, I totally do that thing when I get on Wikipedia though, and I'm like, I started just looking up some fucking like singer or something like that, and the next thing I know, I'm reading about like World War II or something like that. Just like, I don't know how I got here.
I think that's how my fear of bed bugs came about.
Yeah. Probably.
Don't even want to think about bed bugs. That's disgusting.
Got him on our first trip out east with the Break Anchor.
Oh, our bass player just had to have his apartment like fumigated for him.
Yeah.
That's just like, I would be like, I'm moving the fuck out of here. There is no way, dude.
A lot of times you lose all your furniture, man.
Yeah. They had to put all their clothes in in like garbage bags. They told them to put them all in garbage bags because that'll kill them.
Yep. You have to leave them there for a long time.
You have to leave them in there for a long time. Like they had to leave them in there for a while. They were all in his car. He put them all in his
throw that
car.
shit away.
Bags.
Yeah, the bags.
He texted me a picture of a bed bug. I fucking took my backpack and everything and just threw it out in my old truck.
Oh,
it was out there for weeks.
When I got him.
Like, nope.
We went on the East Coast and
And who knows where it was from?
yeah, no idea, man. I mean, I could guess, but I don't think. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, and my wife. I came home and my wife's being all crazy because because I have squatter friends in like New York City, and she knows I have a bunch of crazy crusty punk friends. It's like, don't you stay at C Squat? You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not gonna stay at fucking C Squat, you know. And she's like, as soon as I came home from the East Coast jaunt because they have such a bad outbreak out there, she's like, strip on the porch. I'm like, what? It's like at night. I'm like, she's like, go outside, go on the side, and here's a towel and strip dry stuff in this big gigantic Ziploc bag, like a big garbage bag Ziploc bag. I'm like, all right, it's so stupid, you know. And she takes that and she takes my backpack, and then she took I had like a duffel bag that I had a blow up mattress and blankets and shit. And sure as shit, man, she dumped out my blow up mattress and blankets on the table out of the duffel bag, and there's bed bugs in my fucking in my bag, man. Sent me pictures of them. I was like, fuck. Fuck.
And then he sent that picture to me. I'm like, no.
I was like, damn it.
Fuck, I have a bunch of roommates.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
So if you ever got a bed bug at Topher House, sorry.
Sorry, Topher.
Sorry, Nick.
Not Nick probably brought him back to ATG anyways.
Yeah, totally. Probably in his beard.
Ow, why do I get these fucking bites on my chin?
Fucking Yukon Cornelius, man.
I have no interest in getting bed bugs, dude. That just sounds terrible. 'Cause there was like a big fucking freak out in Chicago about that too, but
Yeah, it's pretty bad here right now too.
I don't know.
Fuck that shit. I don't fuck with that shit.
I got scabies in Europe. That's pretty fun.
What?
Yeah. It was either from people I was hanging out with, banging a million different people, and prostitutes, or
prostitutes,
and or fucking just playing the nastiest squats and staying in the worst places on earth over there. Some of the squats are immaculate and beautiful and clean, and some of the places we stayed was like, oh, there's blood stains all over the crotch area of this bed. Well, I'm tired, and you just lay in it anyways. You know what I mean? Like, we all got it. I wasn't touching anyone. I'd just tell you right now, if I was hooking up people, I'd tell you whatever. I don't care, but it didn't. I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Totally got it so bad.
Where were the worst ones? The worst squats?
Oh God, man. There's a couple in Germany that were pretty awful.
Yeah.
Couple of them pretty terrible, man.
When was
ginger
this?
beer and rum. I don't know. They're okay.
It's ginger beer and rum.
Yeah.
All right.
What is this?
And now we're drinking ginger beer and rum.
I don't know. That's where my girlfriend's work. Thanks, the liquor distributor.
Rum and ginger beer.
It's not that good.
Black Seal, dark and stormy. Thank you. I thought this was an energy drink. Like,
that's what I thought.
They're 9%.
Oh shit!
Wait, it's 90%.
No, not
Ooh,
90%.
God, I can smell it.
Oh,
It is
9%.
strong. It smells like Zima. No, I don't
weird.
know.
I don't know. It's got alcohol in it, though.
That's the important thing.
It's interesting.
Got booze in it.
Rum and ginger beer.
It's better than high gravity.
9%. This is some interesting stuff.
It's not terrible.
Yes, it is. But I'm going to drink it anyways.
Yeah, me too.
Bermuda's national cocktail.
Good to know.
Rum and ginger beer? Well,
Isn't
I
that
think
where
I'm going to have to do it on my
everyone
own.
Oh, no, that's Bermuda Triangle.
We are in the Bermuda Triangle. It's called Warren. South Warren. Oh, man.
Where are you living now?
Me? I'm in Berkeley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Berkeley's nice, dude.
Fuck yeah, I love it, man. Awesome. Like, it's sort of somewhat starting to get integrated too now. You know what I mean? So, like, it's awesome, man. Like, it's nice to see. Like, when I first moved there, it was like totally like hunky neighborhood, man. So that was a little weird to me, but like now it's like, you know, like my daughter's best friend, you know, she's black, and there's Mexican, there's Arabic, Thai, Indian. Like,
Yeah.
my neighborhood's starting to get really diverse, so it's cool, man. I enjoy it. It's a great neighborhood. Good people. Everyone looks out for each other, man.
Diversity in Detroit.
I feel safe. A lot of it, it's not even Detroit. It's like northern suburb at this point, really. I mean, it's still pretty close, but it's just nice, man. I don't know. I feel safe. I don't have to have a gun in my house. I do.
We got like 30, I think.
Yeah, there's 30 here at the Kyle's.
Also a crossbow.
Yeah.
we go.
That's what I'd grab, man. God, what did I... Speaking of crossbows... Oh, wait, no, that's a bow and arrow. I went and saw the Hunger Games Part 2 the other day.
Yeah.
Catching Fire.
We saw that.
It was good, dude.
On the trip here, dude.
It's good.
It was all right.
Makes me want the third, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Anchorman coming out Wednesday.
Yeah. I can care less about anything but Anchorman right now, to be honest. I love that movie a lot.
Oh, man.
Easily the most, other than maybe Big Lebowski, quoted movie of all time.
I love The Big Lebowski. There was one Warped Tour. I watched it almost every single day. A couple times a day.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. I remember the first time I saw it at the theater, I was like, I wasn't sure if I liked it or not, because it was so different than any comedy I'd ever seen in my life. And like, I walked away and I'm like, just don't know how I feel about that.
No way. I love
like
it.
a week later, I went back and saw it again, and I just couldn't stop cracking up, dude. Like, I finally got the whole like character dynamic
Dude.
and everything behind it.
I kid you not, man. Me and Dan on one whole summer on Warped Tour. Me and Dan from the Suicide Machines. Lebowski! Dude, like twice a day, we would just sit there. Everyone else is like partying and raging, and they're doing whatever. Me and Dan are like, the dude abides. Like just like quoting it, you know what I mean? Like, everyone else is like trying to mac chicks or skate and watch bands rock out, and then here's me and Dan just nerding out watching The Big Lebowski, man.
There you go. Cats.
I bowled at that bowling
That was
alley.
a fucking night when I was sleeping.
Dude, this is a weird story. I think Dean may have been with me. Yeah. No, was he? He might not have been. We went to that bowling alley, dude, and I got fucking shit-faced with Ray Cappo, the singer of Youth of Today, in Shelter. We bowled and got drunk. It was awesome. I was like, dude, the singer of Youth of Today. We're getting fucking hammered. Bowling at the Big Lebowski bowling alley. Why do I always end up getting drunk with all straight edge dudes? That used to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say like all the straight edgers converted at some point. Eh?
Yeah, it was awesome, man. It was so cool. I was big into I wasn't big into it, but like a lot of my friends, we were poor. You know, when I lived in Redford, I mean, I had no money, so we'd all pile in a car and go eat at the Christian temple on Sundays. So they'd feed us. So we're all like scrub kids with blue hairs and dreadlocks and piercings, but they all loved us. And Dan, actually, from the Machines, actually followed that religion quite a bit. And so we'd always go with him, so we'd feel like they were cool with us. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you boys have some more food, take some home. They're always really cool to us because, you know, Dan was a follower of Krishna, so fucking, it was cool, man. So, but yeah, it was weird getting drunk with Ray Cappo. It was cool as fuck. Dean may have been there. I don't know, man. Dean's been in my life so much, I don't really know, like, where it ends and begins sometimes at this point.
Well, you guys had a band together, right? Cleon's Down.
Yeah. I also played bass for Tomorrow's Gone for a little bit when I stayed in Vegas with them, and
oh, you stayed in Vegas for a while. Eh?
yeah, just a little bit, man, just a little bit, and they had a couple shows before he was moving, so I just played bass because I didn't have a bass player, and it was cool. It's fucking weird. I can see why he's the way he is growing up out there, because everyone who grew up in Vegas is totally fucking weird.
Yeah.
Fucked up, dude.
Dude, I thought, like, Dean would tell me stories all the time about growing up there and, like, fucking going in the desert, like, playing weird shows.
Dude, the caves.
I was like, this
phenomenal.
I was like, I don't know if this is just Dean or what.
Nope.
And then I'm listening, fucking Josh Homme does a podcast, and he's from out there, and he's telling the same, he's telling stories about the same fucking people, too.
Yep.
Like, the same people that Dean's talking about. I'm like, this is really what people did out there. Like, just fucking, some dude would have a generator.
Yep.
And they'd go out in the middle of the desert
Yeah.
and put
Raves,
on
too,
a
like
show. Yeah.
Dude,
Waves or helium balloons or whatever, or nitrous oxide balloons or whatever.
Oh,
dude, Bill Stevenson was telling me one of the first shows Black Flag played out that way was in the desert, and Josh Homme and those guys did the show for him out in the middle of the desert.
Well, apparently there was like a dude.
Like, 'cause they're all in punk bands, like when
Yeah.
they were kids. So they had Black Flag or the Descendants or someone out there, and they're like, we're just out in the middle of this desert, man. Just firing generators playing, and it was that Josh guy, you know?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird.
That shit's crazy, dude.
That's cool though.
That's a lifestyle.
Yeah, I played this place called Jeff Dean got alcohol poisoning, and we ended up canceling that night. So I didn't play there. Yeah, surprising, right? Fucking. But I went I went regardless, and or did we play? I don't think we played. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, this is gigantic cave, man. It was like seriously like the open mouth of the cave. You drive through the desert, like quite literally drive through the desert. No roads.
Yeah.
Like someone blazed a trail through the desert. You drive, get off this road, and then just totally go quite literally go through like a trail in your car, and you drive forever, dude. And you start coming up to the mountains, and then all of a sudden you see all these cars, and at the base of this mountain, there's a fucking crazy cave like that. It's giant, dude. The mouth of the cave is like fucking 5 stories tall by like 5 stories wide. Like a fucking dragon could fit through it. If you imagine the size of a dragon, you know what I mean? And no shit, man. Generators and lights and bands would set up inside the cave. In this big ass fucking cave and just rage. It was crazy, dude. It was so
cool.
Dude.
It sounds awesome.
Can we go do that, please?
Dude, it was phenomenal, man.
I'll buy the generator.
It was so cool, dude. It was such.
Well, this is before like the whole outgrowth of Vegas too. I wonder if it's like the same now or if the whole shit's changed.
They used to have a piece of cement too, just a flat piece of cement. Like maybe they were gonna build something in the middle of the desert.
Oh, that's great. Perfect for a stage, huh?
That was it. It was just this flat piece of cement, dude.
And that was the stage.
That was it. They would go and put everything on this flat piece of cement and just. I never got to see it. They would just rage all night and set up bands, and they'd play on this fucking flat piece of cement.
Dude, I want to see that sometime.
It was cool, man. Vegas is a different world, dude. So if any of you Chicagans, I don't even know. I became talk. Tired. Sheboygan. Shawada. Anyways, if any of you Chicago people know Jeff Dean, and you want to know why the way he is, well, Las Vegas. That's all I got to say is Vegas. Jeff Dean, I hope you listen to this. Vegas.
I'm sure, yeah.
Nux.
Dean gets mentioned, I think, in every conversation that I have on this podcast at some point.
He's more famous than the most famous guitar player out there. I don't get it. Oh, fuck. God bless Dean. If there's a God, bless him. Right?
What kind of meow was that, dude?
Throat cancer. Too much smoke.
Probably. Hopefully.
All right, dude. Let's get that 4-track out and do this.
Are we doing it in here?
Wherever you want, bud. Oh God, I can't stand up.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Little weird, little all over the place, but it was good. I hope I'm not the only one that packed on all these pounds over the holidays. I'm about to go weigh myself, so I'm hoping I dropped a few here. And as I just said that, my little app for the Fitbit is giving me some reminders. So yeah, I got this. I got the Fitbit thing for Christmas from my parents. It's interesting, man. I'm hopefully it doesn't make me insane. But you can wear this thing in the shower, dude. That's the weirdest part. You can actually wear it in the shower all the time. They can make this thing waterproof, but they can't make a goddamn iPhone waterproof. I mean, seriously, the iPhone is like $600, and you can't. I'm just complaining because I've been that guy that showed up at the Apple store, and they take a look at your phone when something's wrong, and they're like, "Well, it's got water damage." I'm like, dude, I've never sunk this thing in water before. It might have gotten a little wet if it was in my pocket while I was like running. Who knows? It was raining outside, something like that. It's just so annoying, dude. I haven't gotten screwed by it yet. They've still been pretty helpful even when that happened. But all right, I'm out.